We don't usually think of the word wrath when we talk about God's compassion, until we get to Jonah. Jonah was chosen and called by God to serve in Nineveh, a city in ancient Assyria. But instead of obeying, he foolishly sought ways to disobey by boarding a ship that was headed to Tarshish. Because of this, God sent a storm that could sink the ship, threatening the lives on board. And so, it did not stop, not until Jonah decided to offer himself to be thrown into the sea, where he later got swallowed by a whale. For context, the people of Nineveh were Israel's adversaries. Their people hated each other. But God, in His mercy and grace, decided to give them a chance to repent and turn from their old, wicked ways. And Jonah was His instrument. But Jonah here, like most Israelites, wanted nothing more than Nineveh's destruction. All while he knew that God was sending him there to preach of God's forgiveness, he still wanted them punished and not pardoned. To cut the story short, Jonah eventually obeyed God and preached in Nineveh. Needless to say, his service was not the best among God's prophets, and neither was he the most faithful. But we can still take his testimony for an example of how God will make ways for His plans to come true and how He will use even the disobedient and occasionally unfaithful. In this story, we have a prophet in whose obedience blessed many. Had he not obeyed in the end, the Ninevites wouldn't have probably been saved. What if the chances of even just one person hearing about the gospel depends on your obedience? What if your decision to follow God's command to share His word can change someone's life forever? Even if the circumstances may not favor our service for God, may we all still, as faithful Christians, decide to obey.